Join us as we search Alaska and beyond for mysterious creatures, featuring Beans Baxter and Rob Roy Menzies. This is the Alaska Bigfoot Studies. Greetings and welcome to the Alaska Bigfoot Studies and High Strangeness in Alaska. I'm your host, Chuke. Just giving you a little tidbit here. I am testing some equipment. Not only am I getting my tactical gear dialed in, I'm finally taking classes with Phalanx Academy. So I've got all my tactical gear together, getting it dialed in, it's sighted in, IR lasers, all that stuff. So very excited about that. But I just got a psionics camera, night vision camera, to record adventures. Beans Baxter has one. He's actually got a nicer one than me. I got one of the older models, but it's better than anything else I've had to just record this video. So I'm at the edge of town, just a mini expedition, mainly testing this stuff out, but there have been some weird lights that I don't know what they are, Starlink or something. There was one that I saw a shooting star, and I saw a silent, looked like a massive drone just go by, but it was not an airplane. And then there's this light that's just, it looks like it's moving a little, but it's just holding right over there, but it's turning like red and blue, and it's just really odd. I tried to get some footage on the phone. I'll try it with the psionics, but I am going to step up my cryptid expeditions, and just like my cousin-in-law from Queens used to say, I ain't playing. I've got silver bullets, and now I've got holy water that I am anointing all my bullets with, and also have a blessed crucifix that I'm keeping on me. It's feeling pretty good, you know, and it's my Native American tradition. Tobacco is a protective element as well, so I have that, but I do have this blessed crucifix. I'm very excited about that. A couple of my buddies turned me on to that and said I need to be carrying stuff like this when I'm doing this kind of thing. This is a hot spot of not only paranormal activity, cryptids, Bigfoot sightings, you name it, we got it. It's really interesting. So just testing my equipment. I want to get way out of town. There's a few things I want to do, but man, I was just going nuts today listening to Sean Ryan's show. He had another one of those Stargate guys on, and guess what he's talking about? Mount Hayes, Alaska. Not only did Pat and then Joe McDonough remote view Mount Hayes, and like the UAPs and the aliens that were inside the mountain working with the humans, but 6 other remote viewers triangulated on it and confirmed, yeah, that's what's going on there. So it's just mind-blowing. So remote viewing is something I'm interested in too, but I really don't want to do these expeditions alone. I did hear something in the woods, so I'm gonna have night vision on and at the ready. I'm a good 1.5 miles from the car. I wanted to film the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. Usually this is a good spot where I'll get them really good. 2 nights ago they were amazing, but they're just not out, and it's already 1 a.m. I'm not gonna stay here all night waiting for them. I'll just have to try to catch them the next time they come, but that's pretty exciting too. And there's a lot of kind of sightings that happen, both UAP and cryptid wise, when the aurora is out. It's a magical thing. A lot of indigenous stories about, you know, singing to make them dance, and I've seen it happen before. It's pretty fascinating. But anyways, I'm going to try to get a camera on this weird light out there. When I zoomed in on the phone, it looked like it was 3 lights. It's just hovering there and flashing these different colors, not really moving much, but probably a satellite, but who knows. I will be looking at the sky and the trees and just having fun doing expeditions. So have my GPS location, send it to my friends in case something happens to me, but I'm staying frosty. I'm staying frosty, guys. See you next time.
You want to talk about the Bigfoot in the tree?
Yeah, so Bean sent us a video on X, and I love talking about the latest sightings. So this guy filmed several creatures that he described as like gorillas fighting in a tree, and you can see the leaves moving around.
Yeah.
And at one point, a branch fell down, and he was saying they were snapping branches and limbs as big as him.
Yeah, as big as he was. Now, I wish he would have pointed the camera at himself so I could
Right.
see. Because you could see the tree. I mean, you know, trees didn't look, the tree itself, I'm just saying, it looked like it was maybe this big around.
Yeah.
You know, big tree. But yes, very intriguing. That's one of the more intriguing, not saying that it's true or anything.
Right.
I'm dying to hear the fallout is.
Right.
This poor guy, whether he's in on it or not,
Yeah.
I hope to God that it doesn't get weird for him.
Right.
But intriguing footage, because something is definitely up there. And
Yeah.
he does sound generally kind of freaked out over it.
Right.
Which I'd feel the same way, especially that big. It did seem like it was human size, bear size.
Yeah.
The other thing I noticed, it didn't make it, I couldn't hear, and maybe you have, I didn't hear any sounds.
I didn't either.
Hear a growl or grunt or anything.
Right.
It was just trashing the tree up there and throwing little limbs and stuff down.
Right.
Which is intriguing, and I don't know, I think it was South Carolina? I could be wrong, North Carolina?
Have you had any stories of Bigfoot in the trees, climbing around like apes or monkeys?
I've read them. I can't really think specifically. I have read them before. I don't know anybody that's seen them in the trees. I've spoke to a lot of eyewitnesses in my life. I've never known anyone to see one in a tree.
They're usually on the ground.
Usually on the ground.
Interesting.
But I've heard that they go in the trees. And I've been told by some, researchers to look in the trees. People, that's the mistake they make. They're all looking on the ground. We should be looking up in the trees.
Interesting.
Area A, the owner, Scotty, he found a tree out there. It was intriguing, and it is. He could never find, I haven't seen it, but he described it. And it is a huge, I believe it's I can't remember, I think it's a spruce, it's a big spruce tree. Huge, just ginormous. I mean, the thing is, this big around, you could not reach around this thing. And it had those tree limbs that were not, they look dead, they're just sticks. That were sticking out of this thing like a porcupine all the way. It was a huge tree.
Yeah.
And it finally, maybe 30 feet up, it got green. But from that green, leaf tree below was just sticks, just like dead sticks. You've seen them in the woods.
Yeah.
These trees that are like that. Well, he says he found one of those out at Area A, and we went looking for it, but it's a big forest out there. We couldn't find it. But he said it literally looked like somebody or something gripped that tree and just slid down it and busted, just sheared off all the sticks, and all the limbs were all laying at the base of the tree.
Wow.
Which is odd.
Yeah.
And so we're laughing. We're kind of picturing this Bigfoot going, and just sliding down this huge tree and taking out all the limbs.
Yeah.
Not saying what it was, but it was odd. What does that? Maybe a bear?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. But yeah, I've heard many stories, but I've yet to see one. I do occasionally. I will look up in the trees.
Right.
Remember when we went on our expedition out Soldotna?
Right.
Remember when we were hiking, and we heard that noise, and you thought it might have been a porcupine.
Right.
You remember that? And
I
none of
do.
I wasn't looking in the trees.
Right. That was from the
But
trees.
that was it was a baby eagle. It was huge. It
Yeah.
was absolutely ginormous. And if we would have looked up, I didn't think of looking up, but I only saw him when he started taking off.
Yeah.
But I was kind of looking on the ground, looking under the trees. But no, that eagle was up high. Anyway, just kind of goes to show you, you got to look kind of everywhere.
When I hiked in the other direction, there was all that deadfall, but some of it looked like it had been placed to
Yeah.
like start building little walls and shelters.
Yeah.
And there was people commenting like, "Oh, that was built.
Sure,
that was a
sure.
shelter." So
Yeah,
it was interesting to find those.
it is. I've found some structures in the woods, but they're obviously people.
Okay. Right.
It's
Building
usually,
walls. Yeah.
teepees.
Yeah.
I've seen them do it. I've actually walked by. It was a Scouts Club out at Eagle River Visitor Center.
Okay.
And they were all building these little wooden teepees
Right.
for survival training.
Yeah.
And I've seen some here and there, and I've had people online call. And I had one video where Banjo was like taking all the branches off this tree.
Right.
And yeah, I got at least 3 or 4 comments. People, oh, what made the tree structure? That's Bigfoot, kind of thing. But no,
Yeah.
it's just kids doing it.
Some people make the mistake thinking that a 600-pound brown bear cannot climb a tree.
Oh yeah,
They climb trees.
yeah. They'll climb a tree and kill you.
They will.
They
They'll
will
come
drag
up.
you
and-
out of that tree. You
Yeah.
think you're safe?
No.
That's the thing,
If they
man.
can't knock it down, they'll climb up and get you.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It is
Yeah.
to think about.
So a Bigfoot that probably weighs 400 pounds, they could climb a tree.
Or more, yeah.
Yeah.
And especially these trees, let's say out in the Kenai Peninsula that are just massive.
Big, yeah.
There's, of course, an elephant could climb some of these trees.
Yeah.
These trees are huge.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's very possible. I could see how to do it. And when I'm out there, even I forget to look up sometimes.
Yeah.
You're always looking at the ground. You forget to look up into the trees just to see.
Yeah.
Maybe something's up there, maybe not, but we're looking for it. So
It's kind of exciting to see some of these new stories come out because I know we've talked a bit the last
Yeah.
year about, oh, yeah, Bigfoot's not as popular now.
Yeah.
But every time we say
There it
that,
is. Yes.
a new video comes out. and-
Gorilla, the new video is that gorilla video now. See, it's got us talking again.
Right.
It seems legit. It seems, it's like, wow, this is different. Nobody's done this one yet. Something in the tree, and it's really tearing shit up.
It's not even Halloween.
It's not Halloween. It's, guys, yeah. It's like I said, it's one of 3 things. It's real.
Yeah.
It's some kind of animal, like
Right.
an escaped monkey, maybe it is. And 30 monkeys just escaped out of a zoo. I think it was near North Carolina or something.
Right.
But obviously, this thing's bigger. Those were little monkeys, I think. Or it's a hoax.
Right.
The guy somebody climbed the tree, got ready, and they said, "You ready?" Yeah. And he came out. Oh my God! There's
Yeah.
something up here. Oh. We can all do that if we wanted
Yeah.
to. But I don't know. But it is fun. It's
It
kind
is.
of re-energized it.
It is.
Beans, he was the first. I was just gonna send have you guys seen and Beans sends the video clip of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, there it is. Yes. So we can discuss it, about it. But it is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's fun.
It's too early to tell.
Right.
But yeah.
All right. So everybody check out the Bigfoot Art Gallery page on Facebook and you can order prints if you want.
That's right. And don't forget about my website, www.bigfootartgallery.com.
All right. I forgot about that. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah. We'll see you later, folks.